we'll go around the room. Stuff from the Sundays. Yes. It's there.
Jurgen, your perfect start goes on, 15 points from 5 games. How much did you enjoy that today?
I started enjoying after 25 minutes roundabout when we arrived finally in the game. We needed that. Don't want to have that, but it's not unlikely that it can happen because it's really difficult. When Newcastle did what they did, they do that really well, and always a threat for counter-attacks. It's difficult to press them because they play the ball that early. Constantly a second ball formation, but then they have the speed to go in behind. Plus Drillington really physically strong fighting for these balls, so it was not easy. So that's how they scored the goal. We think we played them onside, unfortunately. In all the other situations they were clear offside, but that was the moment. And then we all know that makes the game not easier. So we needed another 15, 16 minutes to set the rhythm then. Because you have to be much quick. You have to play much quicker than we did in the first part of the game, and in the moment we started doing that, immediately we had our moments, we had chances, scored 2 wonderful goals, and second half after then again learning from the game and showing the boys a couple of pictures, which helps always because just you can then you can justify the situation right, where's the space and things like this. Well, second half, we scored only 1 goal, but we played really good football, and I liked it a lot. There were a few moments I enjoyed, not a lot, but a few, and enough to be the deserved winner today.
Salah and Mane will inevitably take the headlines because they scored the goals, but Firmino just seemed to give you that creative edge when he came in.
Mm-hmm.
Is it significant for you?
Yes, it is. So we were already better. It was my idea to start with Sadio in the center and Div on the left wing. That didn't work out really well, but it worked already out for us really well. But today, against such a deep defending side, it's a bit different. That's why we changed it already in the game. Unfortunately, Div twisted his ankle early in the game, and had then to come off, and we all hope that it's not that serious, that he could play on, could be a sign that it's not that serious. Hopefully it's like this. But of course, then when Bobby came on in his natural position, Sadio really flexible in that space, more really strong today in one situations against physical strong players. In a moment when we were there more flexible on Sadio and Bobby's position, and when we used more often for balls in his feet and 1-2s in and around the box, we were then really in charge of the game, and that's obviously important. Won a lot of second balls. They were not so many counter-attacks anymore, so it was then a really good game. And I was at wonderful goals, really. The first goal, of course, sensational, nice pass, Robbo, sensational finish, Sadio. Second goal, winning the ball back, Bobby, and I think it was together with Ox, winning the ball and passing immediately in behind, super run, Sadio, and then really there being there. And then the third goal, wonderful, but we had even better moments, which we didn't finish off. So, nice football moments today.
Anything from the Sunday guys?
Yeah, when you make a bad start like that, but the team has the resilience to finish the game the way they did, is that one of the most pleasing signs for a coach?
I'm not too pleased about it because I think it's a job to do. You can have we cannot only perform on the best days in our life. If there is a average day, you still have to perform. You still have to win. We have to learn from the game. That's how it is. Of course, the challenge is after international breaks always to find a common rhythm again, because before that we had that obviously, but then the boys played for different countries in different ways. Then somebody gives us like 1.5 days to work on that. That's not too much, and then you need to use the game actually to come in. And yes, we had to do that now plenty of times, and that's why I'm not happy or whatever that we did. I really think we have to, and the boys did. That's good, but we needed longer than it was not a 1-0 and now click, we are here. We need really longer, and that's okay as long as we don't concede. Then it's always a chance for us to come back in the game, and of course that helps, and that we know that helps, of course.
Yes, Joe.
Last season, Jurgen, when you drew with Bayern Munich, some people suggested, maybe you should not take the Champions League so seriously because you're in the title race, and you ignored it, and obviously you were proved right. But now as European champions. Do you go into the Napoli game with absolutely the same level of intensity for these European games as the Premier League?
Oh, interesting question. Any advice how we could do it differently? Just interested. What do? We go there and
You have a lot of games.
yes,
Obviously, Jordan Henderson was rested today.
obviously.
Maybe there'll come a time where you rest players in the European games rather than the Premier League games.
We don't make that difference between competitions. Actually, we never did. It's about availability. Who can, who is how, in which situation, in which shape. That's how we make decisions. If we can. Most of the time we couldn't. To be honest, we always had to bring whoever could at least walk. And that's the plan for that. Yeah, but no, we cannot go to Napoli and say we play with 60, 70, 80% of what we usually do. That's not. It's a completely different game. Will not have the ball as often as we had as long as we had it today. Unfortunately, they are really good. I'm not sure if they played already. If they play now, we will watch them tomorrow, and then we make decision about how we try to win against them. But that's a proper opponent. They are really good, and they caused us already problems, and now we have to make sure that the problems will not be that big this time.
Any final ones, guys, for the Mondays? No?
Just injury news. Sorry, anybody else apart from Divock for Napoli? No fresh problems?
From today, no. They all got knocks. I think Robbo got a knock, Sadio got a knock, but all fine.
And how bad is the ankle, would you say?
That's how it looked. So that's what the Met department told me, and I think he has a scan today or whatever, and then we know more. But of course that's not cool. So it was a really good shape, or is in a really good shape. Sorry, and hopefully there's not a lot of. They will not find a lot in the scan.
Were you surprised that there was no review when Marta was?
I think they did it. Their fourth official told me they did it. Was I surprised that it was still not a penalty? Yes. But that doesn't help, obviously, in situations like this, being surprised. So, yeah, for me it was a clear penalty. But as long as you win, we all know that, then it's not that issue. If we would sit here and we lost 1-0, and then we would speak differently about that penalty. But it's a penalty. So we cannot fight like this for a ball. Joel Matip is a wrestling situation. He turns him in the air. We don't need VAR. In the past, we didn't need VAR for these decisions, so we should not use it now for it. Just whistle it and shoot from the penalty spot. Thank you.
Yeah.
We still go in the room?
Yes, please.
I thought we spoke already with Mondays.
No, we haven't done that.
We haven't.